Okay. Is this working? Are we back? So now I don't need go live from your browser. Yeah, open that up. There we go. Okay, I got to see what's going on here. So now we're officially live, but I don't think OBS matters anymore now. Now OBS doesn't matter. Let me check and see what's going on here. This is going to be a test session here. Let's see. How do we do this? I'll bring this one up here. How do I... Are we live? Okay, we are live. Let me delete this. Delete that one. Let me see this one. Okay, let me pop out the chat. What's up, Sonia? Thank you for coming back at Tate Boss. Okay, so this is working kind of, right? Like you can see my person. I want to share my screen and I want to share. What do I want to share? Let's share Blowfin. Share that. All right. So you guys can see this. Dracul is back. Atit Boss is back. Sonia, GM. Okay, so you guys can see this. That looks like it's potentially working. Now, how do I like add another scene? Is this, can I share another? Is that what I need to do? Copy the invite link. Copy the invite link. New scene. Okay, what if I do picture in picture, add a screen, but I want it to customize. Customize mirror camera, hide. Sorry, guys. You guys are really helping me out with this, though. We're going to try a few different things. Retweeted link, Cloud Deli. Thank you so much. No need to like go crazy with the retweets right now, though, because we are like legitimately just testing a bunch of stuff out. Rename, duplicate, switch to the next scene. Choose auto switch video. I need to count down. Okay. Here's the mic. The mic is working. Can you guys hear me? You guys can hear me? What up, Wanderer? How's it going? Cool. Can you guys hear me? What up, beloved GM? Stop sharing, replace screen sharing. I want to switch these. Why is it showing me as the big? Oh, there we go. Okay, so it did it. But like I want this screen to be something different. Replace screen share. Show what's on your desktop in real time. That is what I want. But I want this one to be a window. And I want it to be Dave Ramsey. Did that work? Okay, so it is showing Dave Ramsey, but it did it for both. Okay, so if I share my screen, it appears to do that for both. Okay, got it. Okay, cool. You guys can hear. There's this. How does it look on X? That's what I want to know. I'm assuming you guys are seeing like different things now, right? On X, I still see. You guys can't see your own chat. Okay, you do see that. How do I make this view design? This is totally not easy. Design it, and I want it to be 100%. How do I make my window 100%? How does it do that? Oh, now it just disappeared. Why did the screen disappear? Okay. We are learning a lot, guys. Stop screen sharing. Sure. Screen share. Screen share. It can't even find my browser app or my Brave app. Okay, it's finally done that. Now we're going to pull this up. All right, we're going to try the links here. That's like the main thing is the links. Settings. Design and invite guests. All right, here we go. How do I design this? I swear when I was clicking design before, it was allowing me to do things. Now it's allowing me to do nothing. Open multiple tabs in the same browser. Yeah, probably, but I didn't like playing videos from Google Chrome because it literally eats all the bandwidth. But let's try it. We're learning the limitations. Here we go. That's very loud. Okay, we'll get rid of it from there. We'll share a screen. We'll share it like this. Can we design it? I swear that we used to be able to make this go 100%. How did I do that before? There was like a way that I could click it and it had like a settings or something like that. Edit name and title, edit avatar, edit source. I know this is riveting, but you guys are actually helping out quite a bit. I see chat here. I don't think it allows me to reply back to Twitter, which is great. How do I show chat? Oh, show chat on screen. Okay, but it has to be that big? Good Lord. Okay, so there is the chat on screen, but holy cow, it's ginormous. Settings. It says settings like a million. Yeah, we're just messing around with setup. So thank you guys so much for even hanging out. If this is boring, please, I will not be offended. But this is pretty helpful because like we're about to invite you guys up here. You guys can join up if you want. But I swear to you that there was a section on here that I could put when I was sharing my screen that said 100% for this version. I mean, like if it actually worked, I would pay the extra for it. But customize. Why can't I do 100%? It was right here. It was on customize for sure, and it had it here. I bet you it's because I have the hide chat overlay, customize. Yes, 100%. Okay, so it is in 100% mode. But now, how do I make it free move 100% radius? I want it bigger. Like, do I really need to be 125%? See what I'm saying? Like, I can't adjust it. Okay, let's make it 100%. Okay, now we're going to try some invites. This is the main course. The main reason why we're doing this, guys, is for the invites. All right, so you can see a little bit here. I want this to be full screen, but it doesn't go full screen. See what I mean? We're going to stop, replace the screen share. We're going to screen share with our window. We're going to do this, I guess. Okay, we're going to share a window. We will share this window. This is the one that we want to share. Okay, so now you guys can see that. Let's customize it 100%. Let's make it a little bit bigger here. Okay, that looks like it's taking up the full screen, right? About, more or less. So now we can do this. I can play this. All right, so more or less this is working, right? I mean, it's not great. There's a few things. It's an option, make it 50%, 50% the volume or the size. Because I want it to take up the whole screen, right? We want this to take up the entire screen. If we wanted. We got us down here in the bottom right. All right, now we're going to have some fun. We're going to see what happens when I send you guys invite links. Now it just disappeared. So now I have no idea what's happening. Because now it's not showing my screen. And I do not know why it's not showing the screen. Because I paused it. Rishi was just so much worse. But this is the only thing that can save it. It's the only thing that can save it here. Can you share my screen, please? Stop sharing screen. Share the window. It's this one. Share it. All right. So we can see this. And I have no idea how to tell if it's too loud or not. Like there's no volume control on here. Like is it really loud? Is it not really loud? Am I too loud? Is the video too loud? I mean, this is crazy. All right, here we go. I'm going to pause them. Okay, that's a scene. So that's that scene. Okay, now I'm going to do another scene and I'm going to have it be we're going to invite people, invite guests. Okay, invite up to 10 guests. Here's the link. Guests can add channels to this stream. Okay. All right, here we go. I don't know who is available. Put on max. Can't hear YouTube. Okay. So YouTube needs to be max. Can you I'm assuming you can hear that now. It's max. Unless there's something with like the volume. Can you guys hear that now? I put it straight up the max of max. So unless there is something going on now. We had chat here for a little bit. I don't know where the chat went. Chat here. Show it on the stream. Sure. Okay, there it is. Put on the max, play the video. Okay, we're going to play the video. It's playing. No sound from YouTube. Okay. How do I pause this? I hate these people. You guys can't hear it, but they're just speaking blasphemy. They said the track record of crypto has been poo-poo, is what they said. Why is there no sound from YouTube? Restream. How is that possible? And what should I do about it? Maximize, customize. Radius, names. It doesn't have anything about audio. There's nothing. Okay, audio. This is the audio input, output, echo, noise cancellation. Show advanced options, share input, echo cancellation, high resolution, auto gain. Okay, so none of that does anything for me. All right, so problem number one is you can't hear anything, correct? You guys can't hear anything from YouTube. You hear nothing. Okay, number two, we are going to drop it in here. Yes, okay, you guys cannot hear anything. Okay, now I'm going to drop it in. Here's a link. This is a legitimate link, so you guys can click it. I'm dropping it in here. If you guys click it, we'll see if we can bring people up and see what it's like. This had better be the easiest thing in the world because it's the only reason Restream exists other than taking some pressure off the CPU. Voice perfect volume. Okay, that's good. That is good. I don't know, like when you click this link, is it going to give me a little, hey, this person's ready to join? I have no idea what it's going to do. Okay, I turned it on like that. I don't know what that means. Turn it on and off. Here it is on. Okay, so these are different scenes. Okay, that's kind of cool. I guess I could set up a few different scenes and save it. It doesn't show me anyone trying to join just yet. Like there's nothing. Okay. That's going default. Invite guests. PC sound not shared. No sound from YouTube. PC sound not shared. So how do I share my audio? Is it not allowing you to join? Like, does it do something when you try to join? Oh, there we go. Mr. Boss has joined. Add to the stream.
One second. I have that. You hear me?
I do hear you. Can you hear me?
Right, 1 second. I have a lot of echoes because I have a lot of videos from you.
Oh, yeah. No worries. You're here, though. I think that this is working. And I'm assuming this is going to show us talking together. Yes, it does. And let me. Okay. I just heard it. I heard you and I heard me. So
Right.
if we wanted to see, okay, so this is what it would look like on X. And so now if I wanted to share back, had some connection issues. Okay, so Dracul had some connection issues. So if we wanted to share our screen now, we could do this. Okay, you go small. But I want to share my screen. And let's just do our blowfin here. We'll share that. Okay, so we both go down there to the bottom, and then I'm sharing blowfin, and so we could chart and talk a little bit here, probably
Right.
more in real time.
Do you want I share my screen so you can see how that's going to
See what
look?
that looks like. Yeah, here. So let me stop sharing my screen.
No,
and let's
no,
get to
share
that.
your screen as well and see what's
Oh,
going to
sure.
happen.
Oh, yeah. Let's see it. Okay. So if I share this here, okay.
Yeah. I'm just looking which one should I. Oh, I can't share this screen, so I have to share something else. Right. Let's share. So I share my screen now. Can you see it?
Okay, shared screen, add to the scene. Okay, let's add it to the scene. Okay, so here we go. So you're sharing. Okay, this is Twitter. You have the stream up. Okay, and then if I wanted to bring it back to my screen being the one, let's see here. Customize, replace. What if I click that? Okay, what if I click that? Nope, that's not doing it. Expand. I'm just trying to see how we go back and forth between these scenes that are being shared.
There's a circle on my screen, like in the corner, says Soka. Can you press on that, or you don't have one?
I do. I see. So I see Soka. I see Mr. Boss. I see you sharing your screen, and then I see what you're saying. The bottom right, customize, replace, maximize. If I click maximize, okay, there we go. So it does maximize, but then where did we all go? Are we still here?
I'm still here. Yeah.
But I don't see our bubbles anymore.
No, neither can I.
Okay, so I'll minimize that. Okay, now our bubbles are back at least. But you should be able to switch from one presenter to the other. Okay, how do I switch from one presenter to the other? So like here you are, maximize, customize, hide, replace. So if I wanted to share my screen, I would have to put maximize, but then I would like for us all still to be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
There it is. No, what was that?
But that's your screen still.
Oh, just switch it again, please.
Okay, hold on. Let's see here. Switch this, maximize.
Yeah.
Okay, then I needed to put. Now I needed to put something here. Okay, now all three of us are there, but then it pulls up your screen. So now, okay, what if I maximize it again? Okay, but that again, it still keeps like taking it. Like, oh, I just drag and drop. Oh, easy. I just straight up drag and drop it.
Right. Well, if you maximize now, then it's going to disappear the bubbles again.
But I don't need to maximize. I just needed to drag and drop. So like if I wanted me to be the main, then I just go here. I literally am just drag and dropping. That's kind of easy.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. The main thing is like I want this I want this to be large. Okay, yeah, just like this. That's actually what I want. I want it to take up the whole screen. And I want us to be kind of more down. And then I want this order book to be up more. Let's see this. Okay, this looks pretty good. I can't complain about that.
Yeah. What about the chat though?
Chat doesn't get to show up. Sorry, chat. Because if I do chat, dude, it's giant. Watch this. Chat takes up the whole thing.
Surely there's some kind of settings to make it a bit smaller.
There's got to be. I mean, I know it's funny because you say surely there's a settings. Like I've thought that 12 times with Restream, and every time I'm like, there's got to be a setting for this. I haven't been able to find it, so I appreciate you helping me through it live. one of the
Just scroll down on the chat. I want to see does the kick chat appears there as well, because it shows a little symbol of X. So I assume that
okay,
it
yeah. Let's see
shows.
here. I've got to bring the chat up like this. Okay, I'm all the way down on it. Dracul just said select your image. Yeah, and I can't reply directly to X from this. It doesn't allow. So I'm waiting to see if Kick pulls through. We'll see. But I will say this is probably easier. Like if we're trying to bring people up, like this is kind of cool because then you could share your screen in Telegram. Sure, we could like kind of hack our way to it through OBS with like different scenes and stuff like that. But this is definitely a little bit easier on that side. I don't see a kick chat coming through yet, but it should. It's worked before.
Your voice is perfect. 1 second.
Like I just chatted on.
I just want to see where's the actual chat right now at the minute. I have too many things open here as well. Select your image. So this should be.
No worries.
But no, on your screen, I see. What's the last thing I see? Trying. So the bottom of the chat is not seen.
Interesting. I see Dracul said select your image, and then I said GM from Kick.
Yeah.
And Dracul just joined.
Hello, guys. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
There he is.
Awesome.
I hear you. Can you hear us?
Absolutely. Perfect.
And so, okay, so chat probably doesn't get, unless I find a setting, chat probably can't survive here on the stream overlay. It takes up way too much real estate. And then Dracul is there. He's there. Okay, so now you can see all of us.
I just saw your chat popped up. Turn back again.
Turn it back on? Okay, there it is.
Yeah, look, from the Kick. It shows GM.
So that's what I said.
Yeah.
And it's showing in
One
Kick.
second, let me show. Lol.
Okay. And then if you
there
chat
you go.
back. There you go. Okay, I see you. Okay, so that works. That's cool.
Yes, and it's up. 1 second. Is there a show? Yeah, it's on the Kick. I have a delay. On all of them, I have a little bit delay, and all of them are a little bit different delay. But I think they do it on purpose, obviously. So, well, you can't really stream straight away for some reason.
Yeah, I looked and it said Restream ads, but they all claim like, oh, it's very small. There's no real delay, but there's definitely more of a delay than they let on. That's for sure.
No, it's cool.
Okay, Dracul, do you want to try and share your screen?
Yeah, I was just looking now. How do I do that? To be honest, for me, it's my first time, so I have no idea what I'm doing.
Guess what? It's all of our first times. Don't worry. This is what we're working through here.
Right. Let me see if I
I mean, there's only one way to do it too. That's the cool thing. I know that this is like supposed to be our trading time, but there's only one way to do it. Like we have to try, because I was trying it offline and it doesn't.
No, yeah, that's the thing. Don't worry about soccer. That's how everybody learns. We make mistakes. Yeah. That's exactly the process of it. And like you said, you can't do it on your own. You can't hear your voice. It's very difficult to orientate. I tried as well with the OBS, and it can be a nightmare. There's so many options and functions, absolutely useless. But
it's
okay.
But this is pretty cool. And look, in Restream, I don't know yet. I don't think he's on right now, but Mugi does a lot of the cool graphics and stuff like that for like that I have on OBS. There are options to put like backgrounds and things like that. So if we know the sizing, I could make different scenes for like, hey, there's 3 people on, and so like each of us could have our own, how it goes. Like if we had like this view here where we're all to the right side, like you could have it so the background is not this purple. It can be more like Soka customized and can say like, okay, at Soka data, and it could have like boxes around us, and maybe say a thing or two. So and maybe even some scrolling text along the bottom, I bet.
Yes, yeah. There's definitely you can do so much, but like I said, but
some things
steadily along.
Happen, yeah.
Nothing's perfect, Rome wasn't built in a day.
No.
True that. Right, so I'm on an iPad, so I might need to switch to
might have some
yeah.
limitations.
I might need to switch to the laptop to be able to share my screen. Let's put it this way, yeah. Because otherwise, I don't
Yeah.
have any idea how I could do that.
How to make it happen.
It only
Yeah.
lets me to add like a new camera, so either front facing or backward, back facing. But that's pretty
Yep.
much it. And let me see. Okay, hold on. Virtual background. Oh no, that's again same camera. Let me see. Choose no. Turn. Right. So I don't think I will be able to present from
iPad.
from my iPad. But if you can bear with me a few minutes while I'm
Yeah.
yeah,
No worries.
powering
Switch it up.
I'll,
And this is what. Yeah. Go ahead. Do your
okay,
thing.
perfect.
Do your thing. No worries. We're here.
I'll be
We're hanging
back
out.
in a moment. Okay, thanks.
And Mr. Boss, this is where like it would be nice if it wasn't robbery. I mean, legitimately, I looked and I think that I found a way to again connect OBS backwards. So right now, how it works is OBS runs kind of everything, and then Restream is just kind of helping me stream to multiple platforms. What up, Aladdin? But then the thing that what I really want to have happen in a perfect world is I could just stream via OBS and Restream is blasting that broadcast out. And then if someone wanted to jump up, who like what if someone said, "Hey, I want to be able to share my screen," or I found this really cool thing. Can we share it? I want to be able to switch almost just like another scene to Restream so that I could show, okay, here's the bubbles, here's that. So like this takes over the broadcast. But the way to do that is they want $200 a month just to be able to run OBS through Restream. And that's with paying for a year up front. Otherwise, it's like $250 a month, which is insanity. Just to be able to
Mate, you're talking like as well, because like, for example, the websites and everything what I developed, I pretty much use AI for everything. I installed it on my PC and local LLMs and all this kind of stuff. But like, it's even the hosting, and you have to have so many different tools, Figma, Claude, I have ChatGPT, I have Gemini. Gemini actually just cancelled. That was 200 because I tried the VO freeze and they were all right, but what do you do with it really if you don't have actually to, I don't even know. At the minute the internet is so saturated with a lot of things as well, and everybody will try to squeeze the last penny out. And like I said as well, some of them, like you said, you have to pay for a full year. Or I just signed up for yesterday something, and I signed it up, and I like to cancel it straight away because I normally just try things out and see how they go. And this was the first time I saw it. If you cancel it straight away, normally you still have the whole month. You can use it. Right? So I don't get behind it because otherwise the subscription is going to pile up. Do you get me? I normally get I like something.
Of course.
I'll buy the pro version straight away or whatever and just going to test it out and see where it's going to take me. So it doesn't have like the free version. But I normally forget about them. And after that, you're going to have 150 bill of subscriptions that you don't use anymore.
Exactly.
But yesterday I saw the first one that canceled straight away. So if you cancel it now, you will lose the whole thing straight away. And I just signed up for it. So I was like, oh, okay. So they are hoping what they do in the psychology a lot.
You forget.
You forget, or you kind of know. Same as a gym membership. People like, yeah, I'm going to do that as well.
100%.
And the British government did it many years ago. One of the things, like they didn't had enough organs for people, like when you die, for example, they want to.
Oh yeah.
So what they did, they signed you automatically, and if you don't want it, you have to cancel it. So it's not forced upon, but you kind of can cancel it, right? But anyway, straight away, obviously, because nobody knows, straight away you're signing up for the organ donation if anything happens to you. But that's how they use it. It's psychologically absolutely fantastic. I do admire these people, to be honest. I do like to be manipulated a little bit. I like when they try to put me on the different algorithms. It's clever. You can't deny that they kind of do it really smart about it. So
they definitely do. Someone just said in Goxstein's group for where we're streaming at, StreamYard, it's kind of pricey, but has built-in AI clip generator. Only plays the 200 megabyte. Collabing is easy, and I hear OBS runs smoothly, but I don't have one yet. This is great feedback, and an OBS, and an AI clip generator is cool, is really good. Do you know, can you, actually, I'll just look into it then. I'll just look into it. How much per month is StreamYard? I think it's, like you said, it's one of those things, like you just have to go do it, because you wouldn't even know like people's setups and pain points until you actually go in there and like try to make this happen.
Yeah. So, like I said, play around if you want. I noticed as well when I share my screen, you can only I share certain what's it called, like a page. Now I shared X, but when I switch over, you can still only see X. So that's pretty good.
That's what I'm saying. You can share a window. At least I can. I don't know if that's for like a host, but I can share a window. But the problem is then it shares the whole window, and then it still doesn't really do what I want to. Like, okay, so I want to share. Oh, True Cool just joined. Perfect. Let's
I'm gonna switch my screen off just to see how that's gonna. Yeah, straight away disappears.
I think he's coming here. There's True Cool. Okay, True Cool's here. But the problem is then it shares the whole window, and it still doesn't. Oh, there we go. Okay, so they're saying StreamYard. At least one person in Goksheen's like streaming group that I'm in says they use StreamYard, which I used actually, if I recall, I used StreamYard in the beginning, but I didn't because the customization was even worse.
Yeah, I think I tried it 2 years ago. I don't know what it's like now. But that's another thing as well. The technology is advancing so quickly now. I can't keep up with it as well. Like nearly everything has an AI integration now as well.
I mean, and like the fact that they don't want to allow you to, what's it called? The other thing that they do where they get you, exactly like you were saying, they all want you to pay for the whole year up front because they know probably most people are going to like get in there, play with it. Okay, maybe it's good, maybe it's bad, maybe I found something different. Maybe I give up. Maybe I stream for a month really hard and no one ever shows up and I make no money, so it's not worth paying $50 a month, $100 a month, $200 a month for this. Or they say, hey, well, OBS is like a pretty good free option. I don't need to do all this. You know, the only reason I'm doing it is so we can have more people join and share screens. If no one wants to join and share their screen, OBS is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
So, okay, I'll cancel it after 2 months, but they want you to pay for the whole
right, guys. Can you hear me?
So that you get
okay.
stuck in it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we hear you. Great. What up?
Okay. Right. So, I was just around. It looks like it's.
It looks like it's working. It is sharing your screen. I see it.
Fine from.
And if I wanted to get rid of all of us, I can maximize yours, and now it's at least sharing your full screen.
From.
He might be cutting in and out a little bit, but I don't know that that's a problem
so
with what we have going on.
Now, just pulled up just to have fun, to see how it works. But let me.
Cool. Can you hear us?
Quite a lot.
Can you hear us?
Things happening here, and
I don't know if he can hear us. Cool. Can you hear us?
Notes. It's quite a lot of.
No, I don't think he can hear
lines here and there. And
I don't think he can hear us. We'll chat him here. Cool. Can you hear us?
Everyone.
Cool. Are you with us?
It works for me for now. So.
Right. I don't think
he can hear us. Okay. So the good news is it is kind of working with what we want.
I wonder, his internet is just bad or?
I think it's the internet because he's cutting in and out for me.
Yeah.
I can't.
It definitely is
I
as
can't
well
hear
for
him.
me.
But if StreamYard is only 90 a month, and if I can run OBS through StreamYard so that I can just do exactly what I want to do, and then if and when someone wants to jump up and share their screen and talk, or do like a proper interview where we're sitting down with someone, we're talking with them, and we could just click over to a new scene in Restream or in StreamYard, that's the ideal. Like that's what I really want to have happen. So when David jumped up on Friday, it would have been really cool if I could have just brought him up. He has his camera, he talks, and then we could like make that happen.
Yeah,
I think that
you
is
have to try with different softwares. You need to find which one is the most comfortable, because sometimes even the UI that you're using is very important. Maybe it's not going to have certain features, but if it's comfortable for you to use, like I said, I go through a lot of these apps, and some of them I just look at them and just too complicated. They are just not user friendly at all, and I straight away pretty much abandon them. So yeah, I definitely would go some kind of AI and look up the list and just ask ChatGPT as well. Obviously, he's going to have his own bias and have a look, obviously, because there's so many great tools, genuinely great tools. Because thanks to AI now, we have producing so many of different things, and probably you never heard of some of the tools, and they're probably going to be much better than StreamYard and all of them together.
All of them combined. That's true, and they'll be cheaper and they'll be better. I think Jerkul's back. We're gonna try and share his screen. Let's see. All right, Jerkul, the floor is yours. You can hear us now?
Yes, I can hear you. Sorry about that. I think I kind of need to look at my connections before I'll join a stream.
No,
so
no
sorry
worries.
about that.
Trust me.
As I said, it's my first time here. So. Right. Let's look at whatever you want to look. What do you want me to show you? And I'll show you.
Whatever you want. Go for it.
Do you want me to? Okay. So you talked about my indicators, right? And the ones I'm using is Smart Money Concept from LuxAlgo. This is provides some information on the price chart. So if I close this down, everything else disappears. It's nice, clean, no worries. Right. Once I'll bring it up, it pulls quite a lot of data levels, so on and so forth. And this other one is called the Market Cipher B. And it's a mix of indicators. Okay. So let's have a look at what we have here. So come on, open it. So as you can see, there are a lot of things you can look at. So let's start with the white and gray ones. So white means these lines here, and the gray ones are these areas here. So this is a wave trend, and the moment it the white line kind of disappears, that's kind of the bottom or the top of the wave. Okay, as you can see here, it kind of reaches the top, it starts going down and goes up again, and so on and so forth. This reaches the bottom for that section.
I feel like I remember something like that where the waves would change colors for sure in whale school.
I mean, that's correct. This is something as I said, I'm currently using. It worked for me just fine, so I don't have any problems. It might be that some other people may use something similar or not. It's down to preference and practice, experience, what kind of information you want to see, and so on.
The second aspect is the money flow index, top bar and
Mhm.
bottom. So these are, I think, around here and there. The VWAP we talked about
Yeah, the VWAP. There we go.
yesterday.
Yep.
Okay, and that's this yellow section here. It goes positive and negative. Yeah, this is negative. That means that there is a distribution of money, and this is
Mhm.
sorry, the other way around, consolidation, and this is the distribution.
Yeah.
The plot, I don't know. Let me see. What's the plot? Yeah, it's basically the main line there. I'm not interested in that. And then we have RSI and MFI area. That means
Mhm.
these green, respectively red areas here. Okay, so basically in this green area, we are reaching the top and starting distributing after a move up, and then when it starts to turn into red, it's going down and it finds its bottom when it starts the accumulation phase, right? Now,
Mhm.
as you can see here, now this might be a little bit small. I'll try to make it bigger. All right. Okay.
Yeah, we
As
see.
you can
Yeah.
see here, we kind of had a bit of a bottom, but it went down. Yeah, it went further down, but the
Yeah.
price didn't went as down as the previous one. So that's
Right.
a divergence. Yeah. So if I want to
Yeah.
let me see, where is my yeah. So the price went upwards. Oh, come on. Sorry. I didn't find my my mouse, so you need to bear with me. Yeah. So the price went up. Let's make that yellow, right? But on this indicator, the direction is the other way around. Yeah, it's this way. So that's called a divergence. Okay, that means there is a trend reversal, which is shown from this trend reversing from down to up. Okay, so this again, you need to kind of understand how these indicators work, and how they can help you in making a decision when to enter, if you enter, if you want to wait for higher, lower, and so on and so forth. Okay. The other parts of this indicator are the RSI and stochastic RSI. Now, what I mean by that, the RSI is this purple line. Yeah, as you can see, it goes down. It's like adding an RSI indicator in addition to whatever I have here. Yeah, it goes down, it reached the bottom here, and then it started to move up around this area here. The RSI was 397. It started to go up here. It was like nearly 27. Now it reached 88, 89 almost here. So that means it will probably start to come down at some point. The stochastic RSI, as you know, it goes up to 100, comes down to 0, up to 100, comes down to 0. Yeah. The stochastic RSI has three different colors. Yeah. When it's overbought, it's red and starts going down. And when it consolidates or reaches the bottom and it's time to buy, or when it's oversold, it's green and starts moving up and changes colors accordingly. Now, this, hold on, let me go back. Yeah, so it moves from green, which is oversold, red, where it's kind of
And all this is
heating
in
up.
TradingView. Is this in TradingView? All this?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is in TradingView. Yeah. Now,
Okay, perfect.
for market cipher, you might not find it exactly the one I have, because it's kind of a custom one. It's manually added here. I have a Pine editor here, and I can bring up the indicator and I can play around with it. Yeah, as you can see here. And it's a lot of code, a lot of text and whatnot. I didn't do this. I'm not taking ownership of this. So yeah.
I was gonna say that's pretty cool.
Copied
That's like
from
next level stuff there.
yeah, I wish I wish I would be that good, but no, I'm not. I didn't have time to study that, unfortunately. But I got it from an open source. It works just fine for me. You can also find something similar if you go to indicators here, I think. Yeah, and you can search. These are my favorites. Okay, so you can search for market cipher. Yeah, this is my own one, but look, this is my market cipher A free version 1.1, cipher B free version with buy and sell, and so on and so forth. So you can choose any of these, whichever are like these two are paid versions, so you need to subscribe probably. Some others are free versions, so you can again have fun, play around with them. But yeah, that's just kind of what's out there. You can try them, see if it works. Some may appear with, let's say, instead of gray here with blue. Don't worry, you can change the colors, customize it as you please. This is the color palette I was looking for. It's easier for me to read it or to understand it. And then, of course, there are some other levels that may help you decide when you should go in or out of a trade. For example, let me make this a little bit smaller, or actually, you know what, I'm gonna make it like this. Yeah. When again, this is on where we are on this. Yeah, this is the Sol chart. So when it reaches this area here, this wave trend went all the way down here. It smashed through these levels. It went all the way down here. As you can see, you have a buy signal. This is given automatically by the indicator. And here, for example, this red dot here, it's a sell signal. Now, you might be able to sell here, or you might want to sell here or wait. Like in this case, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 signals. And as you can see, the wave kind of went straight up, came down a bit, went up again, came down a bit, and then another push to the last level. Now, this may not happen all the time, or it may, but you kind of need to stay and follow the charts and, kind of decide when is the best time to exit the market in this case. And if I look here, yeah, the first signal was over here, yeah, at this level. But since then, look where the price went to. So it went, let's see how much it went from here. Let's say, oh, come on, to over here. 12%. No, sorry, 14%. So if just play, let's say, with with 10x leverage, that's huge, because that's 140% in potential profits. So again, you need to kind of analyze the
And-
chart, the markets, the news, everything that's happening before you make
And
a
how much is
decision.
the
You
paid? How
cannot.
much is paid TradingView?
How
How much is like the paid
have
TradingView?
they have several packets or packages. I think the lowest one is about 54 per month, but on you're charged for the full year.
We just spoke about it.
Got it. We just talked about that. I was actually going to say, because Dracul, this is really cool, and I want to like, I don't know if in Telegram you're able to like just even take a screenshot of the indicators that you use, because I want to go into TradingView and I want to just like get in and play around with them, and then be able to like really dive into what each and every one of them means. And even like probably we could spend like a whole stream talking about just one, because they're very
absolutely.
good, they're very complicated, and I think
Yeah.
and I think that this Restream I do like. So two things. One, I was just looking at StreamYard, and it's funny, Mr. Bosch, you'll appreciate this too. They have it broken down by the week. So it says $10.35 per week. And I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of weird. But then they show build yearly, it's only $8 per week. Build monthly, it's $10 per week. And build weekly, it's $20 per week. And so so I'm looking at StreamYard because it looks like it has custom RTMP destinations. Stream to any platform that accepts RTMP. I think that that's what I'm looking for. So I'll have to try that. I'll probably pay for a week on StreamYard and just see what I can make happen. Because this is cool. And this is going to bring me to my second point. Like having people be able to jump up and share and talk. It's kind of a little bit kind of like why I think Spaces have better retention. Because like when I look at how many people are here watching and like what the retention rate is on streaming, it's much less. Like on Twitter Spaces, unless Twitter's doing weird things on the back end, you'll get like 100 people, and like once you get 100 people, 100 people kind of stay for as long as you're talking. Like when we did Money Maxis, we had like 100, 200 people. But even if we had 80, like we didn't have 80 and then it go to like 7 and just say 7 for a while. But when I look at the amount of people that are listening, for example, right now at this moment, if I go to the analytics section, concurrent listeners on today's, which I get, today's is a little bit boring. I get that. But like we had 10 and now we have 4, which is kind of weird to me, because if we fired up a space, it would never be 10 and 4. We'd have 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and people would stay for the hour, 2 hours. So
exactly.
I'm not really certain. Yeah, I'm not. So I think maybe part of that is because on Spaces, people can jump up and talk and hang out. They're like part of the conversation. Whereas on streams, it's a little bit different, which I understand that, and I understand why it's a little bit different, but I want to be able to kind of blend those dynamics together. And who knows, maybe we should be having this as a stream, and I should be running a space at the same time for people who want to just jump up and do it that way. Maybe I should do both.
I want to point something out, because, for example, when you're streaming a video, you have to actually look at the screen. For example, like Dracul explains so much to it, but if you don't see it on the screen, you don't understand what he's talking about. You're going to say, oh, line here, line there, line there. While you're on Spaces, all of you talking without the screen as well, so you don't say it.
That's true.
So you kind of is more. And for example, I normally listen to Money Maxis and stuff like that, and I normally even listen to this. So I'm on the phone. I'm normally working on doing something else. So sometimes I can't.
You can't pay attention to the screen.
Not always. But for example, like what Dracul just explained and did, right? And by the way, thanks a lot. I love when people are passionate about it. Doesn't matter what you are passionate. I don't care what you but as long as you're passionate and you can do things like that. Like I didn't understand 90% of it, but I haven't actually ever traded yet, but I am interested, and I'm looking into the future. And this cycle, I'm just kind of looking and feeling things out. What's the trends, how they're going to drop, what's happening in the markets, and just learning as I go. And I'm more interested into AI and what you can actually build on the blockchain. So I was learning more about the blockchain, especially in the SUI. I went into very deep into SUI, what is functions, how it works, what's the blockchain, what liquidity is, and all how the actually programming will work with it, because people have massive expectations of blockchains. and it's going to be a questionable, right? We're not quite there yet. But there's going to be a lot of big futures. But like, for example, gamings and stuff like that. What I realized with the blockchains, for example, you can pretty much only do transactions and you can give some kind of a functions, but you are limited to the transactions because each transaction has to be recorded on a blockchain. And if you're playing a game, each step or each move is a recorded code. So it would need to be recorded on a blockchain, which, can you imagine when the Trump coin came out? I don't know how you guys, but you couldn't buy and couldn't sell. It was crashing because too many at the same time tried to buy it. So imagine a game with 100 players trying to move at the same time. The blockchain would just couldn't handle it, right? And these little things,
collapse.
blockchain wouldn't collapse, but nothing would work. Right, and so basically what they're doing with the games, you have to still do it off-chain, and only the transactions can be recorded. So, for example, an item, for example, NFT, right? But I still haven't found a game that actually can do it properly successfully. I went on the gambling website just to see how they do it, and really what you're doing, you're depositing your crypto, and they give you digits on a screen, right? Then you gamble it all away, you'll win. And then they accumulate what happened, then they transfer if you want to withdraw
then they
crypto. So you're playing actually off chain. So once you transferred money to any of these places, they hold it. Like you said, not your keys, not your coin. You always mention it.
Exactly.
But Dracul, honestly, I absolutely love it. Like I said, I can't keep up with all of it yet, but I do want to trade as well in the future, and I want to see how your success rate. And by the way, like Soka, you did 83. Have you actually had a bad trade yet? I missed it.
No, but we've only taken 2 for real. We took our Bitcoin short from 114.5 to 113.5.
That was 83%.
And the cool thing, that was the 83%, and it ran down more. And this is where, like, and I know that this is going to be like obviously basic stuff for like advanced traders, but it's kind of cool because once you get a little bit in the right direction, you can just move your stop loss and you can't lose, especially on projects with like volume and you don't have like that big of size. Like once we took the short at 114.5 for Bitcoin and it ran up to like 115 almost. And so we were down, but then it dropped to like 114. And right when that happened, I just moved it down from 114.5 to 114.3. And then at a minimum now, we're going to win 10%, and then it dropped a little bit more. And then I moved it down to where we basically were winning 80%. And to be honest, it ran up unexpectedly, liquidated us out of our position, but in a good way. We still made 80%, 83%, whatever it was. And then it went back down further, but then it started to go back up. And now we would have been liquidated for sure because Bitcoin's over 117 and our liquidation price was like 115.5 was our stop loss. So like we haven't had a bad trade yet. Our Pepe Long is still open and it's doing well because things are pumping today. But like it's definitely much clearer that you have to be really paying attention. You have to be looking at charts. You have to have like those stop losses and take profits set. It is, unless you have a very heavy conviction buy and hold trade that you're making, because good trades can turn into bad trades quickly and bad trades can turn into good trades pretty quickly. And so I'm definitely aware
I can
of that.
vouch
like,
for that.
We caught, yeah. You have to be paying attention like that because you're cool. That 114.5, it went down to where like we were thinking, and it didn't really hit our final take profit. But the good thing is, since I moved the take profit all the way down, we were able to profit 80%, even though it spiked from 113 to 117. Like if we just kept it open and said, okay, we're going to wait until 111.5 to take profits, then we would have lost all the money on that trade. We would have gotten liquidated because it never hit 111.5. It went down to like 112.5 and then shot up to 117 and we would have gotten liquidated. So I think that it's not funny. I think that the thing that I'm learning, because I'm like you, Mr. Boss, I'm always trying to learn. I want to understand like what's happening, why it's happening, where we can improve, stuff like that. And for me, you really you put guardrails on yourself aggressively if you are in a winning trade and then you move your take profits and your stop losses so that now you're not just in a winning trade, you're in a trade that won. You're not going to lose. And if it keeps going great. You keep on putting the guardrails, and guess what? If it wicks and you get liquidated, or the position closes and then it continues on what you thought, hey, maybe there's something for you to learn. Maybe you could stagger it. Maybe there's some things that can happen. But at a minimum, I definitely encourage, especially when you're like myself, learning how some of this stuff works, keep a really tight leash on profits and don't like overextend yourself. And that's what, so when you say we haven't taken a bad trade, we haven't, but we also really have not overextended ourselves. We've been very cautious with the trades that we take, and we have a very short leash on them too.
Yeah,
so,
but
which is good,
sorry.
I think.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. But again, as well, so and like you said, but you can have a massive back, for example, I don't know, 100,000, and you're playing with 1%, and pretty much you can just win 100, 200, like you said. You don't have to take these massive profits, like everybody says. Like you go all in, and then obviously you get liquidated, and then you go back to McDonald's. Please chip in the bag and stuff like that. But like I said as well, you have to. But if you can manage it and just kind of like win here and win more than you lose, you're already good. And like you said, you're learning about this stuff, and not always all the trades going to go. But Dracul, for example, we appreciate how many years you've been doing this, right? Because it is complicated. You want to say it is complicated. It's not an easy, because I have so many people who just don't know how to operate their email, right? And then you're saying, oh, there's a code there, there's this lines, and you have to it is complicated.
Yeah, I totally agree with what you're saying, and sorry if I intervene here, but let's put it this way. You mentioned something about your interest in blockchain, in whatever other aspects. Every person has their own abilities, their own interest, so it's not the same for everyone. Some may be technical at the same time, but on different business areas or domains, or things like this. Now, I cannot speak for everyone. I only started with this in 2021 in April, so just before the top of the bull market. Back then I didn't know much. I kind of ride the trend and on impulse and whatnot. I turned probably pennies, like compared to others. I only put like $150 into, got about, I don't know, 700-800 out of that on spot trading, on no leverage, no nothing like this. So it was literally buy low, sell high. So I kind of took advantage of that. And then life happens, things, whatever, then everything crashed, whatever. When it crashed, I started finding I started with crypto banter people, with Ran, with Sheldon and whatnot. I moved around in all various streamers groups and whatnot, but I kind of stuck with them guys. And then from there, I remember when Kyle joined, and then he had his own streams and whatnot. So, and then Dylan and so on and so forth. So I kind of saw them all starting, or the majority of them. But the idea is, I started slow. I made a huge ton of mistakes. Yeah, because I made a ton of money. Well, a ton compared to where I started from, or what the amount I started with. I made significant profits, and at the same time, I also lost huge. Gazing through the wind. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Lost you. Yeah, sorry.
I'm trying to get it's my computer. I'm trying to get like the scene. I'm just playing around still with Restream kind of while we're talking. Yeah, and I'm trying to get the scene, our closeout scene in the background. But like it's hard because like I want to be able to say this is the active one, and then let me go like play with the one that's not active. But I don't know if there's a way to do that or not. And it just does whatever it wants. It's like it's starting it.
Yeah.
So anyways, keep going. I'm gonna rug it here in like maybe 2 minutes. I gotta run and grab something IRL. But
Yeah.
you guys go ahead and then
I'll be very,
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
very
Yeah, go
short.
for it.
So
sorry.
to make it
Yeah,
very quick,
continue.
to make it very quick, being in and out, whatever. But at some point, I decided, okay, we need to stop. I mean, I need to stop and learn about it. And I went on a wide range of courses and whatnot, and I end up with Sheldon's training course, and then Kyle's one, and so on and so forth. And I learned a lot. So in the last 3 years at least, I put all that learning to practice. Again, lost some, won some, but at the end of the day, as long as you are interested in what you're doing, you like what you're doing, you're passionate about it, doesn't matter. Just go with what you like to do. And this is kind of what I like to do in my spare time.
Yeah,
Well said.
I completely agree with you. No, there's not really much of that we disagreed with. I just I made an example as well. Like, for example, when you have 200, but if you say it's wrong, it's better. You can do with any amount, obviously. But I was just brought it as an example. I don't have a 200 grand to just put it in and play with it, to be honest.
Right.
Yeah, me
but
neither.
but it was yeah. But I was just saying, in the future, like, you're gonna grow anyway, and I do believe in the blockchain as it will be the future. It genuinely will be the future.
Absolutely.
They're pushing it. There's no options, and you are learning as I see future economy, future finances, future asset management, future a lot of these technologies, and we are still pretty much early. Like I said, with the blockchain as well, they're still developing. They still don't understand many things. They're still trying to solve a lot of issues. Right. Anyway, Soko, thank you very much for having me, mate. I know you need to rocket.
No worries.
Right.
Yeah,
definitely speak again.
Thank you guys for helping me test this out. We're probably going to be testing out StreamYard tomorrow. I'm going to see what I can do with StreamYard and see if it fits and checks a few more boxes than Restream. I have liked Restream as like a restreaming platform because I think it's done a good job of taking some of that heavy load off of my CPU from OBS, but we're going to see what happens. So we're going to play with it a little bit, but I appreciate you guys for obviously doing that. And I think now we have the ending song playing. I think it's working, but we'll see. Definitely let me know if it doesn't. But you guys, we're gonna wrap it here. Thank you guys for everyone who joined in to watch us fumble through some different things. They're really important, and being able to figure this out is what's going to help us get to the next level, because I want to make sure that you guys are getting either the best learning or the best information overall. And I think that means we want to be able to invite people up easily, maybe share screen, maybe not, whatever that is. So anyways, Mr. Boss, you're cool. Thank you guys so much. I am rugging it here, and
thank you.
I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Thanks, you're cool. Thanks, Mr. Boss.
Have a nice evening, guys. Bye.
I'm just a memer. I meme my life away. I'm just a memer who memes